one of the things that is unsettling about the co-creation movement is they're still talking about something out there that I'm going to attract to me. I
Okay,
keep recognizing,
just like your friend, eventually they're going to wake up and get it.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, I'm like, no, see, if you are the living breath and Malchut, from the Abun prayer, Malchut Ish Maklantu Triyatma, when it is the living prayer of the Abun, all that is blessing is already in you. And then through your surrender, without alteration, allowing for God to express all that you need around you, before you, and presenting for the world to see, comes of God through you, not your own power. That's what I call the co-revelation process, instead of the co-revelatory process, instead of the co-creator process. And that's what a lot of people have taken contention with, or people that I've taught with. They get very upset that I, like, almost like offended that I would say you're not a co-creator, because they had an egoic attachment to the fact that they were somehow creating with God, instead
Right.
of recognizing that no, God has already created and it is already in you. And as you surrender to that which is God within, you would recognize and know all that is already in you emerging as God has formed it, not alter it by personal desire or fleshly influence, like soul influence. You know the language there. So
That's exactly what I have been writing and journaling about this morning. I need do nothing
right,
except remove the blockages, trust, ask, align, and do as I'm directed.
exactly.
And
Cool.
it flow. It's already done.
Yep,
I just
agreed.
line up with it. But I also recognize, and I use the term protective personality. It's one of the things that Dr. Sue Morter teaches, because people don't like having an ego so much, or ego, but they're being told they have an ego, but they don't mind a protective personality so much.
Okay.
Well, that's the part of us that thinks it's separate and needs to take care of itself and protect.
Right.
Because we got this
It wants individuality. And and that also comes back to like where I was with Greyhawk, which used to tick Greyhawk off. It's for some reason in my awakening, I came to this recognition that I desire no individuality. I only desire God. So that God's glory is known within me, so that others would recognize God's glory within them. It's not about holding a name or an individual sense. It's only the desire. So when I encountered that vision of the heavenly kingdom within the temple of light, there wasn't one identified awareness of an individual form that made itself known as individual. It was only known as God's presence revealed in form. And that
Mhm.
God presence revealed in form was what swooped down, filled the children in their bellies, blessed and anointed the widows, and Yeshua ministered to John and Esther. But there was no individual form identifying, saying, hey, I'm the angel Michael. Hey, I'm the angel Gabriel. They just rose up as the presence of God, an extension of form, and fed the children, reaching into their bellies. It's absolutely beautiful. So there was no, like you said, protective personality or egoic sense. There was only knowing that God was present, and all were to receive from the source.
Right. And we have to cut people slack, including ourselves, for lapsing in
Oh,
our,
yeah.
because we do have these meat suits
Yep, exactly.
and it seems separate and it seems hard and challenging. And so it's like a waffling back and forth from one side of awareness to the other,
Yep.
from fear to love, basically.